Nowhere in this review will you find me saying that Ronnie Radke has no talent. His talent and strong look is what makes what I'm about to say all the more difficult. Ronnie Radke might be the single biggest disappointment and waste of potential in the history of rock and roll, and I'm not exaggerating even a little bit when I say that. His band, Falling in Reverse, just released their most recent full-length record called Popular Monster, and oh my god, are people hating this record. The reception is not off to a good start, not by a long shot. It has gotten an average of 1.5 stars on Rate Your Music and an abysmal 12 out of 100 on albumoftheyear.org. While the world is busy hating this record, Ronnie is, as usual, coping and mauling on the timeline as if he's right and everybody else is wrong. Before we hop into my review, let's just see what some of the people are saying. Okay, let's go.
My life is like a video game.
Before I get on with my review, just take a look at this reception. I would love to say it's a mixed reception, but this isn't mixed. 0, 5, 0, 5, 0, 0, 0. You know, nobody is liking this. This person is only liking it because it's so bad that it's good. Bad, nothing but negativity when we're talking about the new Ronnie Radke record. The fans are hating it. That's the first page. Here's the second page of all negative reviews. 10, 3, 0, 10. But I need to see for myself if it really is this bad. I have to go listen to it myself. Oh my god, what did I do to deserve such torture? It's easily the worst album I've heard all year, and it's not even close. The people weren't wrong. This album is dog shit, and I hesitate to even call it an album. I'll get into it. First off, most of the material on this record isn't even new, okay? Most of this content found on this album has been out for over 2 years. I was mortified when I saw Zombified on this track list. I couldn't believe it. I thought that shit came out like 2 or 3 album cycles ago. But no, here it is on this track list. Zombified. F me, dude. And with songs like Bad Guy, Trigger Warning, and No Fear, I knew exactly what I was about to get. I was about to get the most Ronnie Radke album of all time, and it does not disappoint in that regard. In every other regard, it disappoints above and beyond, far and away. This dude is literally so obsessed with what other people think and say about him on the internet, and he just can't shut the fuck up about it. Move on, buddy. Just go and hang out with your birds. And somehow, his singing just comes across like his Twitter yapping. And he doesn't make you wait for it either. The album starts with these lyrics. Dear Diary, I've been searching for a higher me. I'm in the sky in a pilot seat trying to stop my mind from spiraling. And that's irony. I'm just looking for a solution. I just want to be a better human, but it's hard when everybody's acting stupid. None of that is true. Literally all lies. You're not trying to be a better person, buddy. I follow you online. You are actively taking no steps to become a better person. Who the fuck are you trying to convince? Those lines that you just spit to start your record are the famous Ronnie Radke cope lines that I was mentioning just moments ago. Not only is it not true in the real world, it's not even true within those lines that I read. You called other people stupid on the back of saying that you're trying to be a better person? None of that makes sense. That's a contradiction. You are a hypocrite. Ronnie Radke. I literally can't with this guy. And then, to make the song even worse as he's complaining about all of these things, he's got this dramatic string section along with this like cinematic build. It is so cringe, and its only purpose is to tell us that we're stupid for being wrong, and that he's right and he's a really good person, and that we should like him, and that we're stupid and that we're wrong and that we're idiots. Did I get that right, Ronnie? Was that everything? Was that the message of the song? On track 2, the title track of this thing, he complains about being hated, but doesn't seem to understand that his public image is shaped by his behavior. He acts like he's being mislabeled as a bad guy, but then on the song Bad Guy, or Bad Man, whatever the f he wants to call it, he then leans into it and says, I am those things, guys. Which one is it, Ronnie? It literally cannot be both. Do you want to change your reputation like you claim? Or do you want to maintain your reputation also like you claim? You see how those two things are polar opposites and you cannot do them both at the same time? The audacity to call us the stupid ones. Incredible. Incredulous. Ronnie is the type of dude to see a no smoking sign, light up, get caught, and then try to sue the security guard simply for doing his job. There are only 4 new songs on this 11-track album, so I feel comfortable in calling this a scam. This isn't an LP, this isn't a record or an album, it is straight up a scam project. A lazy one at that. Like this video if you agree. At least Tech Lead and Logan Paul put some time and effort into their lies and manipulation. This project has no right to be called an album, let alone a quote-unquote new release. Only 4 new songs out of 11. That is, quite frankly, a scam. And although we're not paying him money in the traditional sense of a scam, but for him to label this as an album and then lump all of these other songs that have already gotten all their spins that they're ever gonna get back onto this project is sneaky and shady, and yeah, I'm very, very comfortable and confident in calling it straight up a scam. This album, and I straight up hate to call it that, is a shameless example of when a man's ego overtakes his entire personality. Professionally, personally, creatively. This dude is so corrupted by what other people think and say about him on the internet. It really makes him look like a broken, fragile little neglected child. I think what we have on our hands in the case of Ronald, though, is more of an Eddie Brock Venom type situation. A dark symbiote has taken over his body and brain and governs every single one of his thoughts, feelings, and desires, without compromise. It's the only way I can think to rationalize the contradictions that come out of this man's mouth. One moment it's, I'm so sorry, and then the very next moment it's, you're so stupid and I hate you. I'm not gonna do a line-by-line breakdown of how dumb this record is, but believe me, it's bad enough to warrant such a thing. If you want that kind of video, comment down below. I will revel in the dissection of this crap. I want to find a single redeeming thing about this, but every decision Ronnie and his band makes just make them come across like uncaring, self-absorbed narcissists. The only way this can be considered a success is if Ronnie set out to be the supervillain of radio rock. Then, yeah, mission accomplished. If he wanted to look like an obsessed little weirdo, he certainly crushed it. And all of this, and I haven't even mentioned the riffs, raps, and breakdowns, which are all dog, by the way. This is a creative low point that I didn't think was possible to stoop to. Popular Monster is devoid of any of the qualities that a music listener would find enjoyable. The only people that like this crap are the people that are already brainwashed and indoctrinated into cult Radke. And these people have the same kind of character flaws that he does. So they kind of belong together. Put on your Cookie Monster pajama pants and hang out at the 7-Eleven at 3 a.m. That's a Ronnie fan. Nobody cool likes Ronnie Radke, and his band's new record is a certified scam. 0 out of 100. This might just be the worst record I have ever had the misfortune of listening to. Were you among the unfortunate souls that bear witness to this hunk of junk? Probably not, eh? You're probably too smart for that because you're in the best audience on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Until my next upload, it's imperative that you watch another upload. Okay, see you later.